15-7 Giants over the Cowboys. It's Jake Kemp with David Newbury from the Cowboy pregame show. Kind of just a meh game overall. Michael Gallup's made a couple of nice plays, but outside of that, no one's really popped for Dallas, outside of maybe just collecting 7 penalties and forcing 3 first downs and just gifting it to the Giants, including giving away a key turnover there at the end with the Donovan Wilson pick that got overturned.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, Dallas was embarrassed against Green Bay, and Minnesota had a lot on the line against Buffalo, played a great game, their game of the year, and really entered the next week as meh, and Dallas was desperate and played hungry. The opposite happened this time. Dallas had the best win of the season. Giants were embarrassed against Detroit. They came into this game with a lot of injuries, but something to prove, and they have played well, but I really do feel like a lot of today is about what Dallas is not doing on their opening drive, going for it on 4th down and 2. The Cowboys were in a goal line formation. It looked like they thought it was 4th down in inches and really did not execute. I thought it was a bad decision to go for it. I followed it up with a bad play call and hated that. And then there was also another mistake where on the first Dak interception where it looked like the center, Biotish, thought Thibodeau jumped off sides, and he didn't. And Michael Gallup did not run any type of a route, but looked like Prescott threw the ball expecting maybe a comeback route, and it was an easy interception. So I'm not sure who to put that one on, but sloppy game by Dallas.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with you on that first drive. That's not the move for me especially if you're going to run the ball on 2nd and 2, or excuse me, throw the ball on 2nd and 2, throw the ball on 3rd and 2, and now we're going to come back and we're going to try to run it on a long 2 with Zeke, who's had, his moments today, but that was, to me,
no receivers in the game.
They were 3 tight end, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that's a tough call as well. And then, I walked in and said to you right after I saw that pick, like, did they think they had a free play there?
Yeah.
Nothing about that looked normal. Gallup didn't look like he was in a position to fight for the ball. He didn't look like he was in a position to win,
right?
Really at all. So that was a tough one. And, this game to me almost feels like the Giants season, which is that I'm not really sure if they're any good, but I know that if you let them hang around long enough, they will cause problems for you.
Yep.
Daniel Jones has not been great by any means. I feel like almost every one of his dropbacks, they're moving him off of his spots. They're not going to just let him sit back there and try to pick you apart, but he does just enough to where they've got a 1-possession lead at halftime and a chance to put Dallas in 3rd place in the division here in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, and Dallas has really gifted them. 3 possessions have started with terrific field position for the Giants. So they've given their anemic offense a chance just to move a little bit of yards and get some points out of it. And so Dallas has got to find ways to really get back in the game and eliminate the mistakes. The second interception, and probably not the best decision, but you kind of get where Prescott was going with that. He threw the ball in a spot they thought that Lamb could make a play. But the defensive back made a good play, batted it up in the air, and that's what happens when the ball gets batted in the air.
Yeah, and that was a tough stretch there, too, because I believe the play before that is when they went with the Zeke and Pollard in the game, and it was obvious. It almost seems obvious every time they put Pollard out,
right,
not in the backfield, that something's going on. You know, it's not just a part of their normal course of the offense. So they try to run, a double reverse type play there, gets blown up, puts them behind the change, and now you're forcing throws on 3rd down, and you result with a pick right there.
Yeah, the good news is Dallas does get the ball back to begin the second half. If they just come out, take care of business, play clean football like we know they're capable of, they should be able to get the lead in this game and get back in front. But other than that, they're really just giving the Giants the exact game the Giants wanted, which was keep it close until the 4th quarter and keep the running game relevant. Do not allow Dallas to make this one-dimensional for them. And as long as they're playing like this, they're going to be able to run the football. And it's going to be a heavy dosage of Daniel Jones's legs and Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, if you're playing a team that's 1 for 6 on 3rd down and you're trailing at the half, then you're not playing a clean game.
Right.
You've got to find a way. And really, it feels like Dallas is the better team. That doesn't seem controversial at all to me. They have more talent. It's just these little plays here and there. And again, 7 penalties for 47 yards, resulting in 3 first downs for New York. It just feels kind of like a microcosm type game. But I still do think there's a pretty good chance they come out of this one with the win. They just probably won't come out of it with you feeling all that confident about where they're headed into December.
That's true. It's an ugly game, and hopefully end up being a much better second half, and that Dallas can find a way to get in front and to get a lead here.
Okay, so we'll be here for the post-game show with me, with Donovan. We'll take you for about an